Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Dex entered Anna's office just as she was finishing off a chat with Portia. Dex inquired about Dante after Anna concluded the call, and Anna said that his condition had not altered. The topic of Anna's request to see Dex came up throughout the conversation. Dex told her he was prepared to testify against Sunny at all costs because he felt it was what she wanted. Anna questioned, even if it costs you your life. She warned Dex that Sunny could find a way to reach him before he testified, given his extensive resources. But Anna disclosed that she may have thought out a way for Dex to defeat Sunny while staying safe. "You come to work for me at the PCPD," Anna remarked. To Dex's surprise, she clarified that she had lately discovered that the best police officers were those who had experienced what it was like to go wrong since they had been there themselves. "So, it's fine that I'm no better than the criminals you're trying to put away?" questioned the man. "Dex, I think everything is just fine. It's a benefit, in my opinion," Anna replied. Though Dex was hesitant to accept, Anna pointed out that Dex was in a tight spot because she was positive Sunny was aware of Dex's recent trips to the police station and probably thought Dex was a turncoat. She pleaded with Dex to think about her offer quickly because time was not on his side. When Anna eventually made it back to her office, Robert was there to greet her. He revealed the reason for his presence, saying that he needed to make a confession. "I'm just a big fat coward," declaring himself. Molly Lansing Davis was given the task of arraigning Jason, Robert revealed. When Anna saw that Robert had acted in this way to keep Robin from becoming agitated, she conceded that she would have followed suit. Anna reassured Robert that he was a great father, allaying his fears that she didn't think as highly of him. Christina arrived at the courthouse as Molly got ready for Jason's arraignment. When Christina inquired about her sister's condition, Molly acknowledged that she was trembling from anxiety. Christina could relate because she knew Molly had feelings for Jason. Molly admitted that given their extensive shared past, it was impossible for her to remain neutral. As a result, Christina pledged to stand behind Molly and remind her sister that Jason was guilty. Molly questioned, "Says who?" "First of all, my father," Christina answered. Christina acknowledged that at first Sunny had not wanted to believe it, but there had been conclusive proof linking Jason to Dante's shooting. Molly told her sister that although there was reasonable suspicion and supporting evidence to accuse Jason, there had also been an unnamed person with him whose involvement in the incident was still unclear. According to Molly, a defendant in their court system is considered innocent unless and until they are proven guilty. Regardless of Sunny's thoughts, Molly continued, Christina told Molly to leave her feelings at the door and focus on her work, even though she wasn't shocked that Molly had come up with a scenario in which Jason was not guilty. Molly became irritated as she didn't require Christina to inform her of something she already understood and was having trouble with just minutes prior to the arraignment. Molly informed Christina that although Christina could sit in the back of the courtroom and give pearls of wisdom and guidance, Molly had to convince the judge that Jason shouldn't be allowed to go free on bond. Molly was right, and Christina became contrite. She acknowledged that Molly was the most moral person she had ever met and gave her some words of support. Since Jason had once saved Christina from Shiloh's hands before Shiloh could sexually abuse Christina, Molly wondered why Christina was anti-Jason. Christina acknowledged that she would always be appreciative to Sam and Jason for saving her from the cult. But she also brought up the fact that they didn't know where Jason had been spending the previous few years and that he might have changed drastically. Although Molly accepted that the evidence pointed to Jason, she cautioned Christina that since Jason was Danny's father, they should both exercise caution with their nephew. Christina scoffed, thinking that Dante had given Danny a greater sense of fatherhood than Jason ever had or would. For a brief while, Molly and Christina's talk veered into the past as Molly cherished her memories of Jason asking them to help him alter the penthouse for Sam's Valentine's Day surprise. Though Christina grinned, she pointed out to Molly that time had passed and people had moved on. Molly was pushed to accept that by Christina. Molly concurred, but she suggested Christina take into account the chance that Christina might not be entirely accurate about Jason. Molly swiftly changed the topic and suggested to Christina that she could assist Molly by going home and avoiding the stress of the arraignment because she didn't want to dispute. Molly reassured her sister that Jason would remain incarcerated as part of her civic duty. Jocelyn was pleasantly surprised to see Trina outside the courtroom. Jokingly, she inquired as to whether Trina was there to ensure that Jason was hurled the book, but Trina candidly stated that her purpose was to assist Jocelyn. Jocelyn felt moved by the kind offer. Jocelyn acknowledged that Trina had treated her unfairly during their encounter at Bobby's, but she also acknowledged that Jocelyn had earned it. Jocelyn clarified that while she thought Jason was innocent, Trina too had a right to her emotions. Jocelyn expressed her regret for acting as though Trina wasn't. Trina disclosed that her ire was not limited to Jason's behavior. She was also displeased that Jason had come back rather than Spencer. Trina talked candidly about the nightmare she had, constantly waiting for a call indicating Spencer was still alive. While Jocelyn acknowledged that she had anticipated Oscar's death, she acknowledged that it had been different for her, and that she could relate to Trina's sadness and how it could overtake a person. Jocelyn reassured Trina that it will all work out eventually and that she would eventually smile when she thought of Spencer when Trina revealed that she was unable to emerge from under it. Jocelyn maintained that no one anticipated Trina to be there, even though Trina acknowledged that she wasn't there yet. Trina acknowledged that she had never expected to miss someone as much as she had been missing Spencer. She also said that she had the feeling that she was no longer there. Trina would find her way back, Jocelyn said. What if I don't? Trina inquired. Because Jocelyn would support Trina through it. Jocelyn advised her buddy to get in touch with her. Jocelyn asked Trina to share some recollections of Spencer from their time in Paris, since she remembered how much she hated how people had been reluctant to talk about Oscar after his death. With Paradise serving as their backdrop, Trina disclosed that she and Spencer had struck the ideal rhythm, and she felt more like herself than ever. Jocelyn was glad Trina and Spencer had spent that time together. It was truly unique. The two pals gave each other a hug. Trina inquired later about the reasons behind Jocelyn and Dex's breakup. Jocelyn told her pal that she wouldn't be all right, that she couldn't get into it. Thanking Trina for her support, Jocelyn informed Trina that she didn't have to stay. Trina took it as her cue to head out the moment she saw Dex. After that, Dex went up to say hello to Jocelyn. Jocelyn acknowledged that she found it surprising he was still in the city. Dex said to her, "I think I was just given a reason to stay." Sam went to see Jason in the interview room at the police station. She sat down and got right to the point, without any prelude. "Have you carried it out?" she asked. "Did you shoot Dante?" But Jason told her he hadn't. She believed him, so Sam relaxed. "It's not just me," Jason said. "It concerns Danny," he stated. When Sam heard that Danny had located Jason in the boathouse and had assisted his father, he was taken aback. When Jason disclosed that he had requested Danny not to inform her, she was shocked that Danny had remained silent. Sam became enraged and reminded Jason that she was Danny's mother and had raised their son for the most of Danny's life. She argued that Danny had issues and wasn't just a young child. Jason questioned her further out of concern, but she took offense at him inquiring about Danny. "Don't pretend to be a father to him now," she added. Sam made the observation that Jason had disappeared, leaving her to pick up the pieces. She told him he couldn't just appear out of nowhere and tell their son to lie to her and withhold secrets. Sam was furious that he had put their son in danger of facing federal charges. Sam yelled, "That is our baby I've been protecting." Sam insisted that Jason speak after he stayed silent. She wanted him to acknowledge that she was correct on all counts. "You're correct," Jason remarked. Disappointed, Sam informed him that he posed a threat to their son and advised him to avoid Danny. Diane came in and shut the door after Sam stormed out. Since Jason was not likely to respond, she gave him the assurance that she wouldn't inquire about his contact with Sam. Instead, she went straight to the point, telling him that Dante was a hero police officer who was still in the hospital on life support, and that things didn't look good for him. Diane acknowledged that the likelihood of Dante waking up was getting smaller by the day. Jason said that he had nothing when Diane begged him to give her something so she could show that he hadn't shot Dante. Diane became irate and reminded him that he had her number in case something went wrong. Brooke Lynn came to visit not long after Diane left. She greeted Jason and attempted to strike up a conversation till he inquired as to her purpose for being there. It was revealed by Brooke Lynn that Monica had sent her. Startled, Jason inquired about his mom. Monica was restricted to a wheelchair until her injuries healed after she fell in the driveway just before Christmas, but Brooke Lynn noted that this hadn't stopped Monica from coming to work. According to Brooke Lynn, Monica's physicians had warned her not to push herself, and she had picked up a bug at the hospital, which prevented her from attending Jason's arraignment. But Monica had written Brooke Lynn a note. Jason took it from her and opened it. "Jason, you have my faith. Love, Mom," said the note. Jason started crying. Officer Tony briefly stopped by to inform Brooke Lynn that Jason would be brought to his arraignment shortly. Jason requested Brooke Lynn to tell Monica he loved her and apologized when the policeman departed. Danny pulled open the door at the Quartermain boathouse and peered inside. "You looking for something?" Jake appeared behind Danny and asked. After Danny closed the door, he asked icily if Aiden was with Jake. Danny questioned Jake's purpose for being in the main house after he disclosed that his brother was there. Jake claims that Elizabeth had made the decision for the brothers to be together since Jason's arraignment had kept them home from school. As soon as Danny learned that Jake was positive their father was guilty, tensions between the brothers grew rapidly. Unrepentant, Jake said that Danny was being naive because their father had disappeared and had led them all to assume he had passed away. Jake wondered how Danny could possibly think anything other than that Jason had shot Dante. Danny vowed to know why Jake couldn't give their father the benefit of the doubt, even if he swore that he loved both Dante and Rocco. Jake's statement that Jason didn't deserve it infuriated Danny, who then punched his brother. As this was going on, Aiden approached and desperately begged Danny and Jake to stop, but they both continued to trade blows. Jake gave Danny a hard blow to the eye, knocking him onto his ass, ending the fight immediately. Jake, disgusted, strode off. Aiden followed his brother after apologizing to Danny. After a little while, Sam approached and gave Danny's Shiner a knowing smile. When Danny inquired about Jake, she said that his brother was looking a little worn out. When she questioned him about why he and Jake had been arguing, Danny said that he had become enraged because Jake thought their father was at fault. Sam surprised Danny by telling him that she had seen Jason and that Danny had assisted him. Danny thought she was upset with him, but she explained that she was upset with Jason for putting Danny in danger. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.